Hey there. So today I'm going to share my own personal story of why my family and I made a move from California here to Utah, and we're going to hop into it right now. Hey there, Mariah Koehle here. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your very first time here, I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in the state of Utah, and I shoot videos every single week about what it's like moving to Utah, living in Utah, buying real estate in Utah, really everything you need to know about making a move to Utah. I have business partners here in Utah as well that help people just like you make the move seamlessly from wherever you are and relocating to the state of Utah. Feel free to give us a call days, nights, weekends. We would love to chat and see how we can help you out. Also, if you do want a free copy of our Moving to Utah guide, comment down below the word guide, and we'd love to send that over to you. So I get the question a lot, Mariah, why did you make the move from beautiful San Diego to Utah? Well, such a good question. And there's actually a lot that kind of goes on with our personal story and why we ended up making a move. I'm a mom of 4 children, and my children are, I've got a middle schooler, and then I've got 3 that are still in elementary school. We love San Diego. There's so much to actually love about San Diego: the beaches, the people, the climate. I could go on and on. But for us personally, we just noticed there were some different things. Every time we visited Utah, there was always something else that kept drawing us back, whether it was the outdoor recreation, whether it was the parks, whether it was the safety, all these different things, the cleanliness. So today, let me just kind of share with you what our personal experience has been like and raising 4 children here in Utah with my husband and I. So number one, simply the education. The schools, my kids have gone to a charter school ever since we moved here. And the charter school is, it has a STEM lab, it has music, it has computers and library and all these things that in my kids' public school before, when we were in California, they ended up doing away with that, which, lack of funding or whatnot. My kids, I feel like, have gotten a phenomenal education. Again, yes, there are so many great schools in California and phenomenal school districts. I just know for us personally, Utah and the schools, the education have been a really, really good fit for my kids. Number 2 is the safety and the cleanliness. I can't tell you how often, and again, when we were in San Diego, we lived in a nice neighborhood, but there were still we had lots of friends who would be like, oh, we accidentally left our car unlocked at night, and we got back in the morning and everything was rummaged through and things were missing. Here in Utah, again, this can happen anywhere, but here there's just a different level of safety that we feel. When we take our kids to the parks and we let them go into the bathrooms, it is clean and it is safe and it doesn't feel like, there's not graffiti all over the walls. And it actually, sometimes the kids will walk in there like, it actually smells good in here. And I'm like, for a public bathroom at a park, kind of unusual. Like, there's still toilet paper in there and seat covers and all these different things where I go, wow, it's really nice. So the cleanliness, the parks, the safety. I know a lot of times, here in Utah, you'll see kids that leave their bikes out or their scooters out, and then the next morning you come back and there's still a bike or a scooter that was left there the day before. So just things like that for us personally. And like I said, being a mom with 4 young children, I love the safety. I love the cleanliness that I feel here. Another thing is I love the outdoors. There are so many outdoor activities for our entire family to do all year long. My kids love skiing in the wintertime. If you have children that are in 4th, 5th, or 6th grade, Utah has a Utah ski pass for kids, and it's right around $60. And you have the opportunity to go ski 3 times at all of the different ski resorts here in Utah, which is phenomenal. So we've gotten to go and experience all these different resorts with our kids. And like I said, they get to go ski 3 times. And so each one, we try all the different resorts, and it's just a lot of fun. So very family friendly. The ski resorts are amazing. Number 2, in terms of outdoor recreation, just the hikes, the biking, the one of my kids, they love floating down. There's a lot of different rivers here and reservoirs, but a lot of the rivers you can go tubing, especially in the summertime. The kids think tubing down the river is one of the greatest things ever. And actually, it's funny because there's a lot of different services that will bus you up to the top, provide the tube, and then you can float down. Well, the last couple of years, my husband's just like, I'm going to buy the tubes and now we can go whenever we want. And so now a lot of times we'll take two cars, and one car will, drop the kids off in the tubes with, one of the adults, and then the other one will just meet down at the bottom. And it has worked out so well. And just those different activities in terms of sports recreation, the number of organized sports, if your kids are in dance, soccer, volleyball, baseball, basketball, football, I mean, you name it, there's sports, and fairly affordable too. So yes, there's, if you want to go the competitive route or the recreational route, or you want to go sort of recreational, like a double A, but not full blown, there is something for everybody. And I just know my kids have had a lot of different opportunities, and the proximity of where everything is. I used to be, in San Diego, I used to drive my kids, even though it was like the local basketball team or whatever, it would take me 35 minutes just to get there, not because it was super far, but just because of the traffic and congestion and the number of stoplights and stop signs that it took to get there. Here, most things, if it's local, you can get there in 3 to 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. Everybody wants to carpool too. It's just kind of one of those things where you feel like everybody's trying to help each other out, and the distance and proximity to different things is amazing. I love another thing. This is kind of a convenience thing, but here I love all the different drive-thrus. I love that you can go get a salad or go get soup or go get a burger or go get fries. I mean, a lot of different things, but like more healthy choices. So you might have like a Kneaders or a Cubby's or all these different restaurants. Costa Vida, Cafe Rio, that's a quick casual that you can just go through, leave the kids in the car as you're driving through. It just makes it really easy. Let's talk about taxes. This is something that I know a lot of times people moving here, my husband's a tax accountant, so of course we talk a lot of taxes in our family. I know when we moved from California to Utah, he was like, oh my gosh, do you realize what our tax situation is now? And I was like, no, what? Tell me more about what it is that you love about that. Well, here in Utah, it is a flat tax state. So the state income tax here in Utah is 4.55%. If you're moving here from California or moving here from other places, you'll know that it can be much, much higher. Again, it's a flat tax, where in some places it's more of a gradual tax, where depending on how much you make. So for some people, that is a game changer. Also, if you are purchasing a home and it is your primary residence, you are going to be paying 0.5%. 0.5%. If it is an investment property, it's going to be 1% of that assessed value. So there's certain things about, for us and moving here that just made more sense. Like I said, we have a family of 6 and we live a really active lifestyle. So Utah, whether you're in Salt Lake, whether you're in St. George, whether you're everywhere in between, there's so many different things to do all year long. The education system has been phenomenal for us. We love, like I said, the outdoors. The taxes have been awesome. And the people here in Utah, I don't know, I feel like this is kind of one of those underrated things. People are just nice. They are friendly. You're in the grocery store and people are like, hey, how was your day today? What are you doing this weekend? What's happening here? Oh, hey, you're wearing a race shirt. Did you participate in a race or whatever it is? It just feels like there's a lot of very nice, very friendly people. I'm usually out for a run every morning, and everybody that I see either waves hi or says good morning or rings their bell on their bike. It's just a really nice, family-friendly place, and it feels safe. Like I said, it feels safe. It's clean. It's just a really wonderful place to be. So again, this is my own personal experience. I know people, have all different experiences, but if you are thinking about making a move, relocating, buying, selling, building, and you're just maybe on the fence and you're like, hey, you know what? Can I just chat? Please feel free to call me. My number is right down below. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, days, nights, weekends, and I'd love to connect with you, see how I can help assist you in, possibly making that move here to Utah. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day and week. And if you do want a copy of our free Moving to Utah guide, comment down below the word guide, Guide, and I'd love to send that over to you. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.